What's up, you guys? Today we are here with another video. In this video is going to be Resident Evil Village producer explains why Ethan Winters has returned to Resident Evil. And a lot of people don't really want to see Resident Evil. A lot of people want to see Resident Evil, or a lot of people want to play Resident Evil Village. And some people who are really hardcore fans want to play as Chris Redfield. In this one, they don't really want to play as Ethan. And I can see their perspective because he is relatively new. But today we're going to be looking in the article by London Wright and see why he is in here. So, if you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell, and let's get into this video. Resident Evil Village is the 8th mainland entry into the storied horror series, and will be hitting 2 generations of the consoles come by this May. The game is unique for a few reasons, and I'm not just talking about the very tall vampire lady. The game will be directed continuation of the plot of Resident Evil 7 and see the return of Ethan Winters and his wife, Mia. Producer Peter Fambino breaks down why that is. Why the franchise is known for introducing a lot of characters, it's not known for keeping them around. In fact, Ethan Winters' return will be the first time in the series where a new playable character was introduced and then returned in a directive consecutive sequel. Not to mention the first time that a newly introduced protagonist after the first 2 games has made another appearance in the new game. Up until this point, only protagonists from the original 2 games return, and would often do so with one-off new character. According to Fambino, in the last issue of the PlayStation Official Magazine, March 2021, issue 185, it was really a simple thing of the crew really taking a liking to Ethan as they ended development on Resident Evil 7 and wanted to see his arc continue on. While there have been many characters introduced via the RE canon, Resident Evil canon, he was also the first one in a long time where he was the main focus and not a side character to one of the iconic cast. No doubt the massive success of Resident Evil 7 didn't hurt either, leading into a sequel they hope to be bigger and better. Concepting and planning was something going through our developers' minds since towards the end of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. The team grew quite attached to Ethan as a character, so we knew we wanted to continue his story arc. We wanted to continue to have players experience the game through the eyes of the protagonist Ethan Winters. This is a continuation of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard after all. This really helped to keep our vision on target, and since we are constantly sharing information across Resident Evil teams, that really helped inform us in making what we consider the best survival horror game to date. Okay, but I definitely want to go into the comments real quick by Hooli Bartender. No, Ethan is a bore only because Chris Redfield is in it. Does anyone want to play the game? Well, I have to say that was my point exactly. A lot of people want to play this game because Chris Redfield is finally introduced into the story, but the thing is, a lot of people don't know how long he's going to be in the story. He may just be in that part and we won't see him until the middle of the game when we get really far into it. So we don't know how much of Chris Redfield is going to be in this game. All we know is that we saw him in the first part of the game, where he kills Mia. So we don't really know how far he's going to be in it. And second off, I do have to admit, as far as Ethan Winters is, I was interested in his character in part 7, but in part Resident Evil Village, I didn't really expect him to come here in this game again and be a character. I honestly felt like they were going to do that same trend where they just switch characters over and over again through previous games and put in the old classic iconic characters. So as far as me playing as Ethan Winters in this one, I'm alright with it. Because we only had one game with him, and I would definitely want to see his story more, especially in this one. But as far as Mia, and as Mia's character, her character is boring. It's just very boring and bland, and doesn't really have a place in the story. I wish they would just have not done her. I wish they would just done Ethan and Chris Redfield instead. But of course, they were looking for a higher, more personal vendetta. So I definitely want to see the game progress with a new character like Ethan Winters. But as far as me liking Ethan Winters, we'll see in this one. We'll see how he acts and how he is in this game. So I definitely want to see why this game has what it has and why the story is so fully interested on Ethan. So I hope the developers made a good choice with this character. But it's not how the character goes, it's how the story goes and how the character fits well into the game. So that's all I really have to say about this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy this game when it comes out in May. So if you guys enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.